What's up, Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast? Yesterday morning, I spoke on something that my friend Mike Zappi, who's a contributor to the show, and I spoke about with Bill Belichick making too much sense to go to the Buffalo Bills. A team looking for change could go with Joe Brady, whose offense ranked second 2 years ago, fourth this year. But the problem I think I would have with Joe Brady is that it would almost be like doing the same thing over again, just with a different face. I think Bill Belichick would bring what the Bills need, which is fixing their defense. This was suggested by Rex Ryan, who was a hell of a defensive mind, former New York Jets coach, former Buffalo Bills coach. He was the DC for the Baltimore Ravens when they won their first Super Bowl. And he's even been linked to possibly making a return. We don't know if John Harbaugh was just having a little fun with the media, but he did mention Rex Ryan's name, and he said all possibilities are out there. Back to the Bills. If it came down to Belichick just being a long shot and something that people are cooking up, but a guy who's not going to return, because we don't know the temperature in Buffalo's building if they would want Belichick. He did torture them for the better part of 2 decades as the Patriots coach, constantly beating them. Let's say they don't go with Belichick. Would Brian Dable, with the right amount of support, be the head coach, being that Josh Allen is your franchise player and he absolutely loves the 50-year-old Brian Dable? I do believe that he would probably endorse him before endorsing Joe Brady. It's something to keep an eye on. It's something worth talking about. But the only person that I think would make sense to replace Sean McDermott if you're looking to do something different is literally Bill Belichick. McDermott might be a subject of ridicule because he never got the Bills to the Super Bowl. But 9 seasons, 8 playoff appearances, Sean McDermott's obviously a pretty good coach, and you can't just say it's because of Josh Allen. I mean, maybe you could. I did go to bat for Josh Allen, saying how I think he does more for any other team, more for his team than any other player for any other team. But the problem in Buffalo, there are some. The defense has to get better, has to get more talented, and they have to figure out the number one wide receiver position. Whether you bring in Dable, whether you bring in Belichick, Brady, somebody from the outside, I do believe that this is something that has to happen for the Bills. But get at me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Rex Ryan bringing up something as well as what I've been thinking about in my mind, that Bill Belichick might be the right man for the job, and it might be the only job that makes sense for him at this stage of his life. Get at me in the comments. Let me know what you think.